If you think there's no new music to throw ass to, you're just not listening. Let's talk about Neoperreo. From underground raves to Fashion Week after parties to Coachella sets, Neoperreo has been spawning some of the most exciting music to dance to, pushing reggaeton into an experimental, hyper-stylized territory. Artists like Bad Gyal, Isabella Love Story, and recent favorites like Akrila and 6X are just some of the names to emerge from this genre and movement, bringing queer, femme, and internet-native energy into a space that wasn't always so welcoming. But this is not confined to the underground. Neoperreo artists have collaborated with names like Rosalia, Addison Rae, The Marias, showing how far this scene is spreading. It is also linked to the deconstructed club scene, where artists like Safety Trance and Arca are blurring the lines between reggaeton, noise, and high-concept performance. We interviewed Kane Colto, who is joining the movement with a new experimental approach in singles like Kalima.
I didn't actually grow up much with reggaeton in my household because I grew up in a very Christian home. And so my parents kind of saw that as sinful. It was an act of rebellion for me to begin to immerse myself in that genre and to listen to it.
Neoperreo merges a wide range of influences. From hyperpop to corridos, it's playful, gender-bending, and refuses to sit still. For Kane Colto, it's about merging in another genre that is having a moment right now.
I needed to pair that with country is because country defined my childhood. I grew up in Kentucky, and within that I experienced the Bible Belt, experienced the true American South. It was a beautiful experience, but as a Latino and as a queer kid, I realized quite young that I didn't fit in perfectly. And so I'm working through the repression of my childhood. I'm working through a lot of this trauma stored in my head, but more so stored in my body. And a genre that lends itself to dance and movement is the perfect vehicle to work through the healing.
This kind of creative adaptation is tied to what theorist José Esteban Muñoz calls disidentification, a way of existing within dominant culture but twisting it, queering it, making it livable.
To be queer is to push against the expectations that society has set forth for people. Not fitting in and feel like something you have to overcome, but as you overcome it, you realize that you create a world that you wouldn't have found otherwise. The world that queer people create becomes the thing that dominant culture and people outside look to for inspiration.
In a context that keeps on trying to quiet queer communities, Neoperreo is just another reminder that it's their worlds that continue to shape culture, and so they'll continue to reverberate everywhere forever. We made a Neoperreo playlist including Kane's music. Comment Santeria to get it, and happy Pride!